Welcome to The Buzz.
I'm Nick DiZoglio.
I'm Jana Zanni-Pesce. Nice to see you. We almost didn't have July happen.
July or June?
Oh, June.
June.
It's still June, people. That's what it was. Sorry. So today is the 30th of June.
Yes.
You will be seeing it probably a few days from now, so it will be July.
It will be July.
But yeah, we made it happen. We got nervous there for a little bit, schedules and
We're
all.
like 4 hours away from July, so don't worry. We're getting
Okay,
there.
not quite 4 hours, but.
You know, for purposes, I have to say that. But good to see you all. It has been a very warm June.
It's going to continue to get warmer.
Oh, it is. Did you see it was going to be about 100 degrees?
I think it's going to be over 100. Yeah.
Going into the 4th of July this weekend.
This is like the Nick show right now. Just
That's
all
fine.
Nick,
I
all
like
day.
it. I hope you guys like
I think they're stuck on the hat.
the hat. I think it looks really good.
I can just
could
put
go like
my
that.
hand
I go
here.
like that. And I am getting
See?
into my Floridian look.
Okay. Floridian, we could say Floridian look.
It is. I like
Yeah.
it. I got the
I'm not sure
dad
what kind
shirt.
of look I would say, but
I got the
it's
dad
definitely
shirt.
a dad shirt. Definitely a dad shirt. Yeah.
You know, hey, I gotta own.
I live my life trying not to buy mom clothes.
I love the
or
dad
mom
look.
things.
I love the dad look on me.
You're a good dad. That's a good thing.
Got the dad
You know,
bod.
your hat did what do you remember when, so we had a Leprechaun episode in March,
Yes.
right? And I had the hat on. John Drew was here, Councilor
Yes,
John Drew.
yes.
And when I took it off, I had sent them a picture. I had a line across my forehead
You
for
have a
like
line
2
across
hours.
my
Yeah,
forehead?
you do a little bit.
Nah, whatever.
Could be a wrinkle. Not
It's
sure.
probably wrinkles. How do you get?
No, he didn't. Anywho, so on the Buzz, I guess we're going to be.
How's Hot Girl Summer going? Isn't that what was said during?
Listen, it would be impossible for you guys to have
Or Hot
that.
Lady
so
Summer.
Don't be jealous.
Excuse me, Hot
Don't
Lady
be jealous
Summer.
because the school committee won't be having any of that.
Whoa!
Just saying.
Whoa! We got some talent on that group.
So speaking of the school committee, I actually did not get a chance to watch the meeting last night, but I have heard that there was some excitement. You're literally enlightening me if you can tell me.
I mean, I felt
anything.
like it was a normal meeting, but
Just
I ran
another
it.
day?
I ran it.
Did you?
I did.
You didn't run from it? You just ran it.
I operated and managed it. The mayor's actually on vacation, which good for him. He's up in northern New England right now.
Yeah, and on a side note, I have to say for the audience, I don't like and I haven't had any towards me because I did just come off of a vacation recently and I missed one of the council meetings. And I normally would have zoomed in, but again, it was actually a travel day for me, so it was actually impossible for me to zoom in, otherwise I would have.
I think you've done it before.
Yeah, but people have to understand too, first of all, we are parents, we are employees, we are people that have lives and children who are on vacation for the summer. And while it may look to some as though you're neglecting your council or your school committee responsibilities, I want people to understand that calls are made, right? I know myself, I'll be in contact with the chair or the mayor or whoever, to make sure whatever's on the agenda doesn't need a full body or need, right? Like there's conversations. We're still party to everything that's happening.
Yeah. I mean, there's also a few things that are necessary for voting for the city for continuity purposes, but ultimately for some of the summer activities, you can table it for the full body.
100%.
Like there's been a few conversations that are
Which is why you just need communication so
Exactly.
that whoever knows
Yeah.
that you're traveling or that you won't be there or, but I don't think people understand how little credit public officials get and how much time outside of the meetings is spent.
I just know people felt bad for me the day that I didn't have my camera on and I had like 102-degree temperature.
Under the blanket?
And I ended up putting on the camera because I was talked down to because I wasn't there. But I mean, we have lives. We're all family people. But last night's school committee meeting, we have 2 members that were zoomed in, which was fine.
Yeah, and we have that capability. If anything came out of COVID, at least we know we can do that. And again, sometimes it's worth zooming in.
Yeah.
But to zoom in for a meeting that has transactional business when you're on a family vacation or you're on a work trip. Or
I've done the work trips
but
because
the work trip I'd probably zoom in all the time, but why not, right?
I've done it.
But do you know what I'm saying? Like, what sacrifices are you making just to appease the very few people who like to focus on every negative thing possible? It's a shame. It's a very thankless position. I hope more people run for it.
Are we talking about elections? Like,
sorry,
we have like a whole nother like year and a half.
I was just thinking about it. So your school committee meeting last night, you were running from it. I'm sorry,
I don't know. I was running
it.
I mean, I thought it was fine. It was the 29th meeting.
Yeah.
Of June, and there was an agenda item about school choice 2027, 2028.
What happened with school choice?
We voted it down.
Which we have habitually. Every year.
And there's certain politics to it and rules and regulations. Some people's interpretation is different. And again, I think the issue here is that I personally, I don't run for a role during my meetings.
You shouldn't.
Okay, your job is to do what in that moment.
There is no glory.
Well, here's the thing: is like school of choice seems like everyone thinks school of choice is going to be the all and be all of Methuen public schools. Like, we've had a population decrease for 10 years.
Can I ask you a question, though? Can I ask you a question? This is the part I don't get. When I was on the school committee with you, we were constantly told by previous administration, the school numbers are going up. We can't keep up with the funding. School numbers are going up, right? Mm-hmm. And it was a bad thing. Now school numbers are going down. Oh, it's a bad thing, people. It's a bad thing. Now we're not getting funding. So at what point is it a good thing? Like, when is it ever a positive thing in Methuen that we can actually focus on what's important, bring back some of the important programs, focus on driving our numbers up and helping our, middle to higher performing students have more opportunity? Because for me, that's my biggest gripe. Everything's always focused on those who need the most attention. And while I agree that focus needs to be put on that group, simultaneously, I would hope that the higher programming would get reinstated. When I was there, when you were Methuen Public Schools, did they not have like accelerated groups and stuff like that? I mean, I don't know if you were in it. I'm
pretty sure we still have that, but
not the way we did.
Not the way we
did.
But here's the problem that I have right now is we have to right size the ship. When you have, look at it from a corporation standpoint. If you have a lack of productivity going out, your revenue stream isn't high. Sure. But then you have all your overhead, your operational costs. Mm-hmm. And then you have to cut from operations. Well, again, if we don't have 600 eighth graders this year, but we have 400 eighth graders, and I'm just throwing out numbers, these aren't real numbers. Yeah. Well, we had maybe 10 eighth grade teachers for 600 students. Well, now we have 400 students, a third. Okay, so do we cut a third of the teachers, or do we keep 10 eighth grade teachers?
But it depends if the numbers are working. Like when we were maxed to the levy, I understood it as, now our teachers have extra kids and they're having a difficult time and we increase class sizes and blah, 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 blah. So I guess I just want...
I've been hearing about class sizes since I was in school.
Always.
And I never had a class more than 20 to 24 students.
Yeah, I guess it's different though from school to school. What school were you in?
I was at the Timony to the high school, but here's the thing though, is...
I was at Tenney Middle.
You're
just funny, isn't it?
If I tell you have a classroom of 30, 24, 22, 21 students, mm-hmm. the mindset automatically goes, wait, all classrooms are 30.
Sure, when it could only be a specific...
It's one class and it's a special,
sure.
Maybe. Not saying that teacher deserves less students or more students because it's a special, but it's a specific class.
Yeah.
And so it's not all class sizes are 30. And that's a narrative that gets pushed out, is that
sure,
it's
they
not...
take the highest number,
and that's a significant piece.
Sure.
But that's the thing, is like, okay, we have a lot of kids in our classroom, so let's go school of choice now. School of choice is allowing outside residents of Methuen. No, I just want to define it.
Go ahead.
is that they have the ability to come to Methuen Public Schools. So
But we would get funding for that student, yes?
but based off of our algorithm, so it's
Yep.
18,000.
Yep.
But we don't have room at the Timony and Tenny.
Nope.
We also don't have our house in order
Yep. To welcome new people. Sure.
Our K through 4 numbers are a hell of a lot better than they were 2 years ago. I will say that. The numbers have increased. The new curriculum is doing well. Our 5 through 8 is struggling.
Yeah.
But that's because of a demographic and secondary language, which they know how to read. It might not be 100% proficient in that grade level, but when you're new to this country and you speak 2 languages or
Sure.
3 languages, you know, you're not going to be at reading level
No, of
to
course, of
the
course.
American standards
Yeah,
of
in a
education.
different language, sure.
Exactly. And what School of Choice does is it's a lottery of allowing students to come to Methuen Public.
But who would be applying
But
for
who's
school
knocking
choice?
at the door?
Think about it.
Well, I can make some analogies, but to protect the institution itself, based off of last night's meeting, it was for a discussion of 27,
Do people want
28.
school choice?
Some people do.
It never
Wait.
sounded like a good
Some
idea to
people
me.
think it's going to save jobs. You need
By just adding more bodies?
exactly. It's not.
That's not the way to do it.
It's not. And like it's like this weird twisted analogy because Newburyport did it. We're using Newburyport,
Which is really
all due
small,
respect.
really
Newburyport
small.
and Methuen are not on the same page.
And look who Newburyport borders.
Hey,
right?
Oh, I know. But what I'm getting at is that it was supposed to be the discussion about 27, 28. They went back to like tomorrow. They want to implement this. And I go, no. Let's stop talking here
Yeah.
about tomorrow. Let's talk about 2027, 2028.
Sure.
And better yet, you should talk about your house first. Because let's fix the problems at the Timony and
Yeah,
Tenny
100%.
overcrowding. And then, by the way, let's talk about insourcing our school of choice. If I lived in the Timony district and I had the ability to go to a school with less population, CGS or the Marsh, as a new resident to Methuen, going in to sign up, I should be able to say, can I go to one of these other schools?
So you know how I feel about redistricting.
It has to happen.
So my question is, have there been discussions on it?
Yes, we've talked about it in several cases, and then we're also looking at getting a consultant, which we would need to come to the city council for the overall special ed money. Because at the end of the day, the special ed program and transportation and healthcare, and we'll talk about healthcare in a second, is the most expensive bucket of expenses. I mean, it's multi-million. It's not hundreds of thousands, it's multi-million dollars. If we can place a special ed curriculum, like a collaborative school within Methuen Public Schools, we would save upwards of $5 million.
And where are we putting it?
And that's the question, is where would we put it? And we need a consultant to come in to tell us, you're utilizing your space wrong.
Methuen, home of the consultants.
But here's the thing is,
just
no,
saying.
it's not wrong. They have to be on retainer almost, because we do stuff here in Methuen so like old, like
Short-sighted. That's the word I like to use.
It's a whole
Short-sighted.
generational gap. Like, we're talking about things that we did 30 years ago that we've never progressively changed on.
Yeah.
We have K through 8s.
It does not work.
It hasn't
It
worked
does not work.
in almost 10 years.
You know, when I think back to when we had the little schools, which are now like condos and buildings.
No,
and,
it's excess property.
right? Okay.
I know
But
that's
when
on
I
your
think
agenda
back-
for next week.
Okay, but when I think back to how that actually worked, it was really nice. Like, I was in the old Marsh School. It was like 4 classrooms.
Wow, what year was that? 90?
It was like 2 years ago. But it worked, right? Like, we talk about class sizes. I don't even remember how big my class was, because guess what? Those teachers had us reined in. We were all well behaved. It was such a smaller, centered atmosphere. I feel like when you've got these K through 8s, it's just such a large scale model. It's harder to do things that you would normally be able to do. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well,
like, it's just a different feeling, and children behave for the scenario that they're put in.
But think about it. It's a huge culture change when you leave the same school that you've been at for 9 years
Yeah.
to go to high school, and then you meet all these students.
But do you remember did you go through a K through 8 model?
No, I went through a 5 through 8 model because
Okay.
I started at the Ashford.
Okay, so same with me. It was 1 through 4 and then 5 through 8. And it was an interesting, when you think back to that, like I still remember, it was a big deal,
was
right?
a
To go
cool,
from 4th to 5th,
fifth,
you
and
felt like you've arrived. But it's a good transition, like you just said about going to the high school, that's a good kind of preemptive, transition to learn how to acclimate to like a slightly larger school or a slightly larger pool or whatever.
There were some conversations that came up during the budget cycle. There are, I think, 26 states that have moved to a 4-day school week.
Yeah, they've talked about that
And the
forever,
fifth,
though.
and the Friday was like a paid thing that parents would have to do almost for like a programming.
We always
and
had
things like that.
half-day kindergarten.
And then we also are talking about, we were talking about virtual classrooms or lecture classrooms. And the thing about, or extending the school day too, but the lecture classrooms.
One side and then the other.
But the thing is college ready.
No Friday, but
college ready.
the day.
But college ready though.
yeah. What about half-day kindergarten or paid kindergarten?
It was something that was discussed. It couldn't be implemented this year. Like these are things
nothing
that could
can
be implemented over
this year,
time.
but sure.
But here's the thing: is like if we're getting students like the high school, we're having lunches in hallways now.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what it was meant to be. When they built the cafeteria, they didn't think about the space. But what if we had the Timony as the 9th grade, and 8th and 7th, and the Tenny as 5, 6, and 7? It could be like a consortium. You could share special ed, you could share specials, band, theater, sports, okay? You could also facilities. Almost treat it like a college campus almost.
The issue is you conceptualize these things and you think about these things, but to implement them,
Oh, it takes a decade.
It's such a
decade.
it's such a monumental task that, and especially with term limits on school committee and the change in the body and change in administration, it's tough to get around that, right?
And also getting leadership.
Yeah.
We're in the flux of a new superintendent. We have an interim
Have
for
you
now.
started? Have you started
We
a
have
search yet?
contract has started. We're going to start in September with everything coming out. Again, I like Lisa. I think it's great, but
and
with a city,
she is a lifelong resident, by the way.
But that doesn't mean it should automatically
Nope,
go to that
100%.
person. What needs to happen is
Needs to go to the best candidate that we get.
Truly go through a process and decide who the best candidate is. I know Ian Goslin is leaving. He's going to.
Yeah, when's he leaving? I saw that. And he's got a job as a superintendent?
No, a business administrator.
Oh, in a different
in a different school district. And that announcement will be coming out in the next week or two.
I think it was
who's
already
gonna,
announced.
No, on who's replacing him. And then
Do you want to tell us?
No,
firsthand?
we're not going to be telling anyone.
Do you want to whisper it?
And then there's a few principals being moved around too.
Okay.
So, we're moving along. But last night's school committee meeting, it just seemed like we were trying to, again,
solve the problems of the
solve
world.
the problem, and we spoke about it for 35 minutes, and it wasn't even really on the agenda. And at one point, I was like, guys, enough.
Yeah, you got to stick what's on the agenda. That's not right.
Let's fix our own school problems first and move forward. And the Senate just approved the budget, or they've agreed to a budget out of committee that hopefully will go for a vote this week and onto the governors. We should know how much money Methuen's getting, which will solve most of the...
Or help
solve or
navigate
at least
us through
alleviate
the process,
the amount
sure.
of problems that we've been having. But I also do think to the mayor and the city council's progress is the GIC was just passed or agreed to by the unions.
Yes, and that's fantastic that the mayor was able. I know there was a lot of pushback originally from the unions on process and that sort of stuff. So to see that announcement come out, I was very happy. I think people are going to be more pleased. I have asked.
I'm on the GIC.
So I have asked, a lot of people are on the GIC, and every single person I've asked loves the GIC. I think a lot of it's fear of change, right?
Well, it's not Blue Cross Blue Shield. And
no,
I mean,
but we can't afford Blue Cross Blue Shield.
And I do know that the governor has been talking to Blue Cross Blue Shield about trying to get it to be a partner. But but again, it comes down to partnership.
Yeah.
Harvard Pilgrim's a good one. They just bought out Tufts. WellPoint's a good economical one to have if you have a small young family.
Do you get a choice? Like when you're on
pick.
GIC, you can choose
it's PPOs or HMOs, and then which company too.
Yeah.
And both companies are the same thing too.
Yeah.
It's like the same
and
deductibles.
I feel like all insurance companies are cracking down on what they're paying for, right? Like what kind of coverage they're giving. I know we talked about like the GLP-1s and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I feel like things are changing across the board, so you can't necessarily compare, like even if we switch to the GIC and certain things are a little different, you can't even say that it wouldn't have been different.
No, because it would have been the same thing.
Exactly.
All insurance is doing it.
I feel like, I think they all talk to each other, and let's face it, they're all out to make money.
It is amazing how many people are on the GLP-1s.
So
it's actually an amazing number of residents in Massachusetts, but also Methuen,
but the insurance companies have stopped paying for them
as
a lot
of this
of them.
year.
So it's going to be
It's
going to be very interesting to see perhaps people,
because GIC, everyone's on July 1. So because it's a Massachusetts transition. So you'll have a lot of new situations with the GLP-1s. And everyone's going to complain. Doesn't matter if you were, Blue Cross is going to make you do it now too. So Methuen has Blue Cross until January.
And I have watched friends shrink right down.
Thank you.
And I actually,
thank you.
Really, I actually had a friend say to me while I was exercising one day, "Why are you doing that?" They're like, "This is so much easier."
Well, I still exercise. I bike.
Okay. But you should.
I bike.
Like I've talked to a lot of people, and actually some older people I know
I'm a dad.
that needed it because of diabetes and stuff. In all honesty, you need to actually, but see, people aren't doing that. Like everything else,
so
right?
here's the thing: is
people aren't doing the exercise; they're not doing it right.
It's my A1C that made me do it. So and I can't do metformin.
You're on it?
I'm on it. Shut up! I hate you. I'm actually down.
Is anybody else? I'm sorry. Surprise face.
If you look at pictures of me,
he's so much skinnier. I hardly recognized him.
I hate her.
Is that Nick?
Whole waist size.
I thought they had like a stunt double.
I hate you.
I wasn't sure.
Actually, I don't have my double chin anymore. I used to have a double chin. Go look at my old.
So maybe it's time to break.
I hate you. I do.
Maybe.
It looks good on you. It looks good on you.
What looks good on me? Everything?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm well aware. Thank you. You know, off camera, the next time I tell Nick anything, I think I'm just going to have to rethink it.
Yeah, anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime. But I do think he did a great thing. I know I've been a huge advocate about this for over 4 years.
Yeah. And the numbers were, so I know even my dad, when he was mayor, tried to get over to the GIC. And I can't say every mayor since, but I think
he did it since Neil Perry tried. And that was 6 million.
Imagine how much we've lost, though.
I know, but every year it's like 6 to 8 million in deficit spending just because of it.
And I think Mayor Beauregard said something like 12 million.
No, 28.
Till 2030, I think it was 12 million.
Savings. And then 28 million that we spent.
Plus the extra money that we're shelling out.
Yeah, we spent over $28 million.
Yeah. So this is a good thing for Methuen residents. I was actually very happy. I sent the mayor an email saying this is fantastic. It was
I really wish the council stepped up when it came in front of them and not tabled it originally. That's the only hypocritical statement I'll make.
So we had to, and I was in favor of the tabling, and I'm going to tell you why. Anybody who knows anything about me, and you've served on 2 boards with me, for me, it's about procedure.
And I have a podcast with you.
The way it was rolled out was, in my opinion, not the right way of doing it. And when you hear it from one, you hear it from another, you hear it from another, like it was, and I understand both sides because I understand where the mayor was trying to go with it and how important it is for us to have got on that track to implement it the way it's being implemented. But by the same token, there's a process in negotiations that has to happen to ensure that process is followed correctly. And I won't ever do anything, whether I'm for or against the actual matter, I will never, ever vote in favor of circumventing the correct process. It goes against my nature.
Yeah.
I can't do it. It's just something, procedure is very, very important to me. So that was where I was on tabling it. It had nothing to do with the actual matter.
No, and you know, the amount of people that came out for the GIC vocally
Yeah.
was probably the 3 times the amount of people I've seen now at the 300th ceremonies. And it's unfortunate because I went to the 300th ceremony at the Nicholson Stadium.
Yeah.
I know you were on vacation, so this isn't to you, but I saw only Councilor Drew and DiZoglio there, and I know Rep. Hamilton mentioned that to me. And I was the only one on the school board that went, and the mayor showed up, and there was these top-ranking bands there.
Yeah. I wish I could have
It was
gone.
an empty stadium, and it was kind of sad because the amount of people that had effort in debating GIC and
Yeah, you wish they
debating
would show up.
schools and all
Yeah.
this stuff. There are some really fun activities happening across the city right
Yeah,
now for the
there's a
300th
ton.
ceremony and the 250th firework
Yeah.
spectacular that's going to be happening the week after the 4th.
I think that usually has a good turnout, though.
It does, but that's more than just Methuen residents, though.
Sure.
More people come out, and like there's like 10,000 people there.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know why we couldn't get 10,000 people to go to the Nicholson Stadium.
Yeah,
And
but it's tough. I can only speak for myself.
Yeah.
With vacations and a son, so I have
55,000 people in the city.
No,
though.
I get it, but I can only speak for myself. And the summer is packed so tight. I have a rising senior that's doing college prospect camp,
I
someone
know,
that's
but
every weekend and
but
college touring, and
we went to
my
go-
daughter's dance, which you have yet to see with your daughter. It's so much fun, but it is
I'll see you the
taxing.
9th. I'll see you the 9th.
It is taxing.
Yeah,
It is
no,
a lot of
but
work.
I get that. I'm
You
not
know,
trying to
and
put it on
swim
you.
meets. No,
I'm just
I get it,
saying,
but-
in general, there's a bunch of people that live next door. Come across the street and come
Yeah,
enjoy it.
yeah.
Like it was just.
It's a shame.
With the amount
It's
of
a
people
shame.
that
Sure.
went out and,
they worked.
pushed
Yep.
these topics
Yep.
over the last 6 months
Yep.
or 3 months.
Do you remember when we were on the council
It was just,
last
you
year?
know,
Not this budget cycle, the cycle before. And I remember seeing the flood of people with the school budget talking about it.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, I said, it's so nice to see everybody here. I only wish that
did
every
this, yeah.
meeting had this participation, right?
Yeah.
It's so unfortunate. People only want to get involved as much as they want to get involved. And then
Yep.
it is what it is.
But I do want to say Neil Hunter, who's the chair of the program there with
Yeah,
all the events,
yeah.
has done an amazing job. I got to give him
I
kudos.
think a lot of people have done an amazing job working
all
on
the
that.
volunteers and
And there's been a lot.
Yeah, Methuen Community Television has been there. Methuen Studios has done their part too in going out and promoting it and
Yeah,
recording
yeah.
it. So I want to thank all the volunteers that are doing it and putting it on. I did do the trolley tour
Yeah.
a few weeks ago at the Tenney Gatehouse at the Methuen Historic Museum. If you know the little house by the right by the City Hall, that's a museum for Methuen. That's Methuen's
Talking
museum.
about the gatehouse?
Yeah, that's a museum.
Yeah, I know. I've been
Well,
in
but
it.
I'm talking it for the public here. If you haven't been
Okay,
in there,
public. It's
you
actually
should go in.
it's cute. Yeah, they have.
It's a really nice
and they have
history.
old artifacts like clothing
yeah,
and that sort of stuff.
and
Yeah, they did a
it's
really nice
really
job there.
gorgeous.
They used to have a fair behind there that the Methuen Historical Committee put on. I think it was
Yeah.
awesome.
Oh, I remember your dad talking about adding on to that house that went into that backyard as
I don't
more
know if
of
you
like
even
an
can,
event, like an event space.
Oh.
Well, there's a huge parcel of land right
Yeah.
there that
Yeah,
curves
yeah,
around
yeah.
the road.
Yeah.
And I remember your dad talking about building some sort of event space in there.
Yeah.
Never came to fruition. But long story short, they had trolley tours and they had a reenactment of Civil War
That's cool.
and World War
Yeah.
II people there. Bob Vogler was there with some of his reenactment stuff, which was, I miss Bob. I miss Bob. We should have him on the show, and
We could have Bob on the show.
we could have Bob on the show.
Veteran
He's a
school
veteran
committee
school, have him talk.
counselor, school committee counselor.
And then there was a great trolley tour around the city. So if there's an event coming up for 300, take a look at it. I think the last one's like next week or
Yeah.
this week, the 4th. So, but otherwise, it was Methuen 300 is coming around for the 250th fireworks. So everyone, happy 4th of July.
Yeah, but we'll switch that for the. We'll talk about 4th of July
July
buzz stuff
and the
in a
buzz.
second.
But just to circle up, it's like the GIC, the council, the school committee has a lot of
everyone's trying. Everyone's
going
trying.
on. And I know nationally politics have been tough too. And, you know, cost of living is going up, groceries are going up.
Ridiculously, yeah.
Just being a normal human being is going up. So we understand it as a city and community.
Being a normal human being is hard for a lot of people like Nick.
Oh, someone's complaining about, you know, being a parent. You know, I got to do dance, got a rising senior, got to do college tours. You know?
I love it. I just don't have time for relaxation.
Aren't you getting a spray tan today?
No, do I need one?
I thought you were getting a spray tan.
So we'll take a break and we'll come back with the brew.
We'll be right back.
Thanks for watching The Buzz. If you want
Nick
and Jana to know what all the buzz is about, feel free to send your questions and comments to
thebuzzmethuen@gmail.com. Welcome back to The Buzz. We're going to have our brew segment, and you know, we're going to, like, we kind of talked briefly about it.
The brew. What's brewing?
You've been gone for 30 days, and, like, you forgot about the brew?
It hasn't been 30 days, but we summer travel, people. You're summer traveling.
I know. You're going...
Our summer travel is overlapping, actually.
Yeah, by a day or two. But when do you fly home that last day early, or do you?
Yeah.
Really early?
No, I'm lying. I actually think so. Our flight, as flights do so recently, keep changing. They keep changing in the app.
Well, that's because everyone's removing flights because of Spirit Airlines closing.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone is adding new flights and increasing.
So mine, I'm on JetBlue, and I just got a notice that, and it's funny how they do it, because if they move your flight so many hours or whatever, they have to.
You can rebook if you want for free, but they do it like right under the minute.
Exactly. So I keep seeing it in my app, and it'll show like a little red line. Oh, it's been moved, like, 49 minutes today, and it's been moved. And then in the app, it'll automatically update. So I'm like, oh, that's what time it was at. So if you don't check all the time, you don't even see the little red line. You're just like, think you're losing your mind.
And they don't add it up. So if they move it 3 times it's now 2 hours
I don't
later,
think so. No.
It's based off of that current change.
Yeah, and I don't get it because the plane isn't there. And it's like on time. So it actually is showing in my app as on time, even though they moved it like an hour or something. Yeah.
And do you fly out of Manchester, or you fly out of Logan?
I did once. It was really scary. Nobody was there. It was like an empty. Vinny and I flew to Miami on JetBlue from there, and it was like completely. There were like 2 people on our plane.
That's awesome.
It was awesome. But I'm going to Disney soon, and I am not flying out of Manchester, not because I didn't want to, because they only have 1 flight a day, and it just didn't work with the schedule.
Yeah.
So I wish they had more flights. We used to fly on Southwest out of Manchester.
Yeah.
But ever since that woman got sucked out of the window, I don't fly Southwest. So
you're gonna get a cease and desist order from Southwest for talking about it.
No, do you remember? It was a Southwest flight.
But shit, now I'm going down on Southwest. I'm going on Southwest myself.
Are you flying Southwest?
I am.
Southwest is great.
Poor Aiden's gonna be in the window seat because
Why would you put your kid in the window seat? I don't even let my kids fly in the window seat.
Because by law, you have, when you put them in their carrier, has to be in the window seat because it's a fire hazard to have it in the middle.
Ever. I don't know who
You never
said that.
brought your kid on a plane with their
carrier? No, I've always held them on the lap.
Oh yeah,
or held them on whatever.
That kid's a beast. We can't do the lap child with him anymore.
Yeah, no, my kids are good. My kids like sleep right on planes.
So you're telling me your 3 children don't sit in the window ever?
No. And so I'll let sleep. So my child is 6'2" and like 200 pounds. So yes, that child
sits in an aisle.
No, he can sit. Well, he likes the aisle, but he can sit in the window.
But he could get sucked out too.
Well, not necessarily. He's pretty strong.
Oh my God, your logic is amazing. I love it.
Oh my God.
But so you're going down for your daughter's dance competition.
Yes.
And so your 4th of July is going to be
dance competition.
Just dance competition.
Yeah. And I would love to complain about it, but I love every second of it. I love every single second of it. I would love to say I'm not a dance mom. It's so bad. I love every second of it. Love every second of it. I love the girls. I love the moms. I love watching. I love the competition. I love it.
So Olivia will be doing cheerleading.
Okay, I've heard that's like
and competition
just as much of a commitment. The only difference is, I will say, at least with cheer, I think it's localized, like regional competitions.
Well, Mike Savard's daughter's a cheerleader. Both of them were. And they were doing the Disney Universal competitions every year.
But at least it's in the country.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I feel like with dance, like we're Belgium, Prague this year,
yeah, but she's
Slovenia.
She's on U.S. team.
Yeah.
I'm never, ever doing that to my child.
Oh, wait till she asks people. We're gonna play this tape back, and we're gonna see what you say when your daughter is like so excited about this.
You know, it was funny.
And you see your daughter. Listen, I will say this one thing: the passion. Like my daughter, I posted a little video on Facebook, and it was probably like a tenth of the time she had an audition when she was coming back, so she had learned something beforehand, and literally every time I saw my daughter stop.
Are you one of those dance moms? Like, I look at that reality TV show where like the coach is like a miserable.
No, but I don't make her do it. Like I'm literally watching my daughter waiting at the Eiffel Tower. If you watch my Facebook, she's literally waiting in line. She doesn't even know I'm filming these things, and she's waiting in line, and I'm seeing her holding on while she's waiting, and she's like tapping, doing a routine. There's one video.
I saw a video of her dancing.
But Nick, I could show you 30 more. She loves every second.
She's dancing
walking
on the
down
escalator.
the street. Yeah,
Wasn't she on the
I don't know
escalator?
how I feel about that as a personal injury attorney. But she's walking through. We're in the Louvre, and she's like, "Mom, this is an awesome floor." I'm like, "It's an awesome floor." She's like, "Yeah, hold on." So she just starts spinning, like in the middle of the Louvre. Everyone's like, "Okay," but she loves it.
Typical American, just doing whatever they want to do in the country
Typical
that
American.
they are.
Everyone, everywhere. I brought my Stanley to America, which, by the way, one of our friends in Italy was like, "You're so funny," because I mean, we're pretty Italian Americans. Like when we're here, everyone's like, "Oh my God, you're so Italian."
Yeah.
When we're in Italy, our friend there was like, "Oh my God,
You're so
you are
American?"
so American. Like you showed up with your Stanley." And I'm asking every morning. Now they don't drink ice, just for the most part. Italians, Europeans in general, they think ice upsets your stomach when you eat, so they just don't like ice cold beverages. So if you get an ice cold beverage, it probably has like 2 cubes of ice, versus here where it's like, you know, a whole glass of ice with a splash or whatever. So I'm walking around with my Stanley. Vinny and I have our Stanleys, and everywhere we go, I'm like begging for ice. And I'm getting bottled water and like trying to freeze it in like our little freezers to try to make ice, and then I'm crushing it with like a shoe to try to make it crushed because I've got big blocks of ice because I don't have an ice tray. I mean, it was
So
really.
she answered the question. She is one of those moms.
Apparently.
She is one of those moms.
Apparently.
We, with the 4th of July coming, it's the week after. What's that, the 11th? Yes,
Sure.
the 11th is the 4th of July show here in Methuen. And it's usually one of the really
Spectacular, yeah.
I love our fireworks displays.
Yeah.
So if you have the ability to go do it, I know a lot of everyone's doing their fireworks. Some cities did it last week.
Yeah.
Some are doing it during the 4th
And it's
throughout
on,
this
well,
week.
it's on a Saturday
It
this
is
year.
on a Saturday,
So.
and it makes it a little tougher for some other cities to do it on the weekend. But it's Methuen's has got a really special one. They do it right after the 4th. Everyone's back from their vacations. It's a nice conclusion. So I really hope. Are you doing anything special for the 4th? Are you doing any of the parks? Are you doing Epcot?
I'll be in Magic Kingdom,
You'll be in the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah,
that's nice.
And I just got the dance schedule, so at least now we have a couple days off.
Double check that Thursday because we'll meet you right afterwards, and then we'll have a picture in front of whatever place we were at, and we'll make sure it's on the show next time. But you know, I
can bring our mugs.
I love.
We could do the buzz on location.
Oh my God, you want to do a video?
How funny would that be?
We'll just put the camera.
We just need
up.
a few of these guys to come with us and a camera.
I think they would be up for it. But we have
Methuen Community Studios.
Didn't they go down to Disney World for the band?
My point is, big Disney fans.
Yes.
Big Disney fans. Love it.
We
not everybody, but
I'm
thinking everybody.
Those memes or the videos of like, I'd rather say I'm poor 20 years from now than save the money and not have these memories
motto in
or
life,
something like
people. My motto in life, coupled with the fact that my husband probably shouldn't have told me this years ago, but he doesn't ever want to retire. So people know we own our own small business in Methuen, and he doesn't ever want to retire. So girl math, it makes sense that if he doesn't want to retire.
You could spend all the money now.
No, not spend all the money, but like average retirement age, let's say, is like 60. So if he works until 80, I figure I got 20 years off of mine. I should already be retired.
I like your idea.
Totally makes sense.
I like your idea.
He loves working. I'm just giving my husband what he wants. He loves it. It's so much fun.
Well, I will be, what's great about it is I've been able to save up all my vacation time as someone in corporate America that gets a set schedule.
Yeah.
And I'll be taking the time off in July for the kids. I'll be with the kids every day.
That's nice.
Really working.
Yeah, no, it's nice. And I think it's important to do things always, you know, with the family. And I know I said it at the beginning of the show, but at the end of the day, the reason we serve, at least me, and I would say most of the people, you serve in any capacity for your city or your state or whatever, you know, you do what you do for your family and for their future.
Yeah.
And so if you're not gonna first focus on your children, then what are you doing anything for?
I get it.
You know?
I'm right there with you. And you know, I am very involved in what I do with my kids, and you know,
You'll be a dance dad or a cheerleader dad.
Well, here's the thing: is outside of Council Member Safi, her and I were the first to have kids during our tenure.
You mean like actually give birth?
My wife gave birth. I did not.
No,
but we had an actual.
I don't know. You lost so much weight that I just wasn't sure where, you know, who had what.
We were
So,
some of the
just
first
making
to start
sure.
our families within the council. Actually, I had both children.
You did?
While the council.
Or Lindsay did. See, made that correction the first time.
But what
sure.
I'm getting at is the maturity level versus our past of councils. Some of
So
them,
are you claiming to be more mature?
I'm claiming that I was on the younger end of that area, not like fresh out of high school.
I think Methuen has some of the youngest serving politicians.
Like not in school.
Yeah.
Like,
No, but we have a lot.
No, we do.
We have a lot.
And I think that's changed since I wouldn't say myself coming into office.
No, it's true. When I was younger, everyone was like much older.
So they were
that
retirement.
Served on things. Sure.
Or this was their second career.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
they were
Which makes sense
involved.
because the amount of time it's hard. It's hard having young kids and having a job and having
this.
It's hard. It's a balancing act.
But it's a thankless, like you said.
Oh.
And again, everyone asks, why do I keep doing it? And I'm starting to ask myself the same thing. Because
You know,
the
but
kids are getting older.
And you're missing more.
And I'm missing
Yeah.
some of that
Yeah.
stuff.
You
And
know,
so-
I question why all the time, and I go through bouts, but then there's like that one thing.
And I'm very privileged and honored to have this role too. I don't want to sound like I'm.
But what I was going to say, 100%. But what I was going to say is there's always that one thing, that one resident you help, or that one agenda item that you pass that you work so hard that you know is going to help for years to come.
Well, I think about some
and
of the
it
stop
makes it
signs
all worth
that
it.
I put up over the years.
But it's like that one thing
schools.
means so much, or that one call you get from a resident that nobody hears that you've helped so much. Like, it just means
it does
so much,
It
right?
does.
So I guess that's my why, right?
Yeah, and you know, and there's a thing about this. It's like us going on vacation. I think this is kind of the message. That's what June, July, and August is really for. Is the council and the committee only meet once, if not none.
Yeah, we used to have no meetings.
We used to have no meetings
in July
during this
and
period
August,
because
I think.
because
for school committee.
Don't forget, it would interfere in your vacation too if we
Yeah.
raised your taxes in July. You'd not want to see that. You would want to advocate against that potentially.
Yeah, unless there was something critical, and we get that, right?
Oh, that's critical. Well, look at Haverhill right now. Haverhill has the sewage dumping into the Merrimack. Like, oh my God, imagine if that was Methuen.
Exercising caution even in Salisbury, swimming.
Crane Beach is closed,
Yeah,
the Ipswich
yeah.
River's closed, I
Yeah.
mean, Newburyport's closed,
Yeah.
Plum Island, Salisbury.
Crazy.
I mean, I'm waiting for it to get to Hampton or Seabrook where, oh my God, like Haverhill is the most hated city in New England right now because of what's happening right now. And the fact that
we only get a couple good months. Only a few weeks a year that's like really good for business on those beaches.
But that's
We're
the
not
thing.
a beach state.
This is going to
It's such a limited summertime.
the economy, and why the governor's office and why the state hasn't come in, because I don't think Haverhill can handle this. It has taken 5 days, and they have yet to cap it. Imagine if this was Methuen. DJ would be on the phone with the state. Get your bulldozers here right now.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know the mayor of Haverhill, but it does not sound like that's the message she's sending out to people. And thank God it's not coming downstream, because it's going in the opposite direction. That's infecting people's drinking water.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, it's impacting ecological and conservation land.
It's going to have a lot of effects that we don't even know.
And this is all summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Millions of gallons. I hope people understand this isn't just for the 4th of July weekend.
Yep.
This is for probably the rest of the summer. Salisbury Beach could be closed for the whole summer.
Could you imagine?
And so I'm just like, I just
and businesses
think of
and
Methuen.
people who rely on those 2 months.
And now this is what kept me up when I was on the council, is that main drain that Haverhill has. There is one in Methuen that goes along Howe Street. Imagine if tens of millions of gallons of water, raw sewage, was coming down Howe Street. It would flood out 213.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember the main line that we talked about? On the DPW was going to fix it and go behind the farm down by the Spigot River. That's the same line that Haverhill has. So if that line ever goes up here, that's the type of ecological and economical issues that we would have. So as a counselor, please look into that line, because if on Monday, the first question I would ask to the mayor would be, hey, could Haverhill happen here?
Yeah.
And what are we doing right now to ensure that does not happen?
Yeah.
Because that will ruin everyone's vacation. And I feel bad for Haverhill, like I said.
Yeah, but it shouldn't
but
happen. This isn't
Haverhill
something
is
that
getting
happens.
the hate across the community.
Because it shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't have happened.
Like, it's to me, like, yes, will this happen in Methuen? But it really shouldn't have happened anywhere.
Wastewater, the excuse that so much rain fell overnight and blew it out, that's not an excuse.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So, with that said, enjoy your summer.
Thank you.
I hope you all enjoy your summer.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
It'll still be summer for our next episode. This is only our June episode.
I know, we will get, we're not going to meet in July, but in August.
We're not going to meet in July?
We'll meet in July, but I will not be around in July at all.
Okay.
August,
I
early August.
might have a show of 1 people.
Why don't you do a surprise guest? Do it.
Surprise.
Do my brother. Have my brother come in.
So we won't be meeting in July. I love Ryan. I'm only kidding.
Do a surprise guest.
Kidding.
You know, you could do that for a July episode.
No,
you could,
I'll wait.
You could
Maybe
zoom
we'll do
me
an
in.
early August.
You could zoom me in.
We could do an early August.
We'll book
meeting.
it now.
Hey Nick, how's that Facebook page coming?
It will be done for July.
Will it?
I will have plenty of time.
Can we play back how many times he has said it's up and running? We just haven't finalized.
Do you know, I realized when
he had one job. Guess what my job was? Signage and mugs. We've had it for every episode. He has somewhere to go. All right, we'll wrap it up.
Is that we have a lot of moving pieces with this show, and
set up a Facebook page.
It will be done.
There's no moving pieces.
It will be done. It will be done.
There's no moving pieces.
The year ago episode was the 2 baking, the mud cakes,
Oh, yeah.
the mud pies.
Yeah,
that. We should do another cooking episode.
We could do.
Maybe we'll do that in
episode.
in August. We'll do that in August, or we can do slime.
I don't think that was what he was trying to tell us. I think that means stretch it out. We still have time.
No, we have like 3 minutes left. But we could do a cooking episode maybe for August.
We could do, actually, so I asked my daughter today, she's home, and I said, do you want to come with me to film The Buzz? And my daughter does not fall far from this tree. Anybody
Did she
who
ask
has
if
met her.
Olivia was going?
No, she asked, she's like, well, it's not like you would let me be on it, right? And I'm like, no, not today. She's like, well, then I'll just stay home. I'm like, okay.
How about August episode? We'll have the kids.
We could do the kids.
Yeah, and see if the mayor wants to bring Audrey too. We could do like an episode with all the kids.
Little trio with the kids.
Yeah, and we talk about whatever's going on in the city. We'll talk about that. But we'll have the kids on for the next episode in August. But with that said, I hope you have a very good 4th of July.
Hope you have a good 4th of July.
Enjoy your vacation time.
Yeah, hopefully you come out for the fireworks.
Yep.
Which you said was what day?
It was the 11th. July
The 11th of July.
11th.
Yeah.
And if there is anything that you need and would like to talk about on
Call
the show,
Nick.
We'll put the email on the
If
screen.
there's anything you need, call Nick. If
It's
you want to talk about the show,
thebuzzmethuen@gmail.com.
thebuzzmethuen@gmail.com.
Send your questions or comments to that, and let us know you're watching. We like fan mail. She likes the fan mail,
I do like fan mail.
and so and if there's something that's a really good topic, we might even have it on the show.
Wow. And we might even get the Facebook page up and running. If you write in and say you'd like
Yeah.
the Facebook page
Yeah,
up and running.
you need a vacation.
Maybe I do need a vacation. Yay, I'm going on vacation. Because Nick told me to.
We're all going on vacation.
Everyone should be on vacation. It's summer.
It's
enjoy
summer.
it.
Enjoy it.
New England, it's too quick.
Go
Gotta
to the
enjoy
Cape,
every second.
folks. If
But
you can't go to Salisbury
don't go to the beach.
You can't go to Salisbury Beach.
Don't go to this
Go to
beach.
the Cape.
All right. Thank you guys
I'm
for
Nick
watching.
DiZoglio.
I'm Jana Zanni-Pesce.
And this was The Buzz.